Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Mighty Deeds, a live stream of high adventure. My name is Glenn. I am your GM for this session. We're playing Freebooters on the Frontier, and joining me around the table is
Jason.
Lisa.
Carl.
We are in the process of character creation in the Freebooters playtest document. We are playtesting it right at this very moment.
Dun, dun, dun.
Lisa has chosen a human thief, Carl has chosen a dwarf bard, and Jason has chosen an elf fighter.
Yeah.
Not an elven fighter, an elf fighter. Someone who goes out and fights elves.
That's right.
They need to know where they belong in the ecosystem.
That's
And he's
right.
there to show them.
All right, next you roll your ability scores. You roll 3d6, so you take 3 six-sided dice, you roll them and you add them up together. For each ability listed in the right-hand column on the front of your playbook in order: strength, constitution, dexterity, intelligence, wisdom, charisma, and luck. Then you can switch 2 of them. Okay? Dang, Jason!
I'm trying to see which dice I'm going to roll right now.
Oh, of course you are.
You can't just roll any old die. You have to have special
No,
die.
his roll was all 1s and 2s. He's like, that was just a test.
Well, I rolled 5 dice. Do you want me to
Okay,
keep them?
yeah.
I mean, I will. And there was a 5 in there. Thank you. The others were 1s and 2s.
Yes.
What do I need as my primary?
Probably charisma.
Oh, I would assume as a bard that would be correct.
I think charisma's going to be your go-to.
Oh, I'm
ability.
dumb. I'm so dumb.
Oh no! How dumb?
9 dumb.
Oh, that's not
Oh,
dumb.
I'm 6 strong.
Yeah, now that's a bad score.
That's
9
a
is not
bad roll.
I'm super athletic, though. Oh my god, I got an 18!
Nice.
Oh, we know it's...
But Carl, you're already getting 4 points taken off for not following directions.
Why? You said to roll 3.
In the right-hand column on the front of your playbook. Oh, Lisa did that. You're right. Your right-hand column.
This
Let
is it.
me see your playbook. No,
I was about to say, I absolutely did that right.
this isn't the right-hand column.
Yes.
This
That's the modifier. Why
That's
would
the
we put that?
left-hand. That's the left-hand column.
Why would we put our current level in the modifier?
Oh, he just means the whole right-hand side of
Yes.
the character sheet. I'm sorry. But you do have it wrong. You're supposed to put those in max, not current. Although you can just copy them over to current because
I
current
guess
is the max.
I guess it doesn't matter really.
It matters because it says
It will
current and
matter
max.
eventually. But thank you for correcting me. I am gonna swap my luck with my charisma though.
Charisma. Okay.
Okay, as a thief, I'm thinking I need intelligence.
You need Dex.
And dex, okay.
Dex is your primary.
And luck.
Maybe. Let me see your playbook.
I don't have, like, super great. They're just all sort of medium.
I was really out here thinking.
Dex.
Okay, dex.
Cunning is intelligence. Everything else is Dex. So those are your 2 most important character abilities.
Okay. So
Yeah, swap any one ability score with any other. You done this already, Jason?
I'm working on it. Trying to figure out if I need anything specific or if it's just all...
You want to look at the other side of your playbook. Not that, your playbook.
Oh.
This is where your starting moves are, so you can see what's most important to an elf fighter.
Boop-a-doop-a-doo.
Oh.
Okay, so now, Jason, you're gonna have to catch up, man. You can't min-max. You can't spend the whole session min-maxing.
I wish I could
Just
You have an 18. That is a
It is
min-maxing.
It is
It is max.
It is charisma on almost everything.
That is the dream
Even
come
the things
true
that-
for
That
a
is the
min-max.
max and
I know.
min-max.
Even the things that it's not charisma on, I can choose it to be charisma.
Okay, apply your heritage bonus. If you're human, increase any 2 different abilities by 1 point each.
Oh, that's me.
If you're not human,
2 abilities, 1 point each.
yeah, now hold on. Give me a sheet. So, take a look at the ability modifier chart. Because the modifiers are more important than the base score.
Okay.
So if adding 1 point to something isn't going to improve it by a modifier
Gotcha.
It's not
column,
worth it.
it might not be worth it.
Okay.
We get to switch 1 or 2 stats.
Well, switch. There's it. 1.
Okay.
I mean, you can't switch 1 stat. What would you switch it with? So yeah, you're switching 2 stats with each other.
Yeah.
1 time.
Yes. So you have 1 switch. How many
have one switch.
How many switches
Just one
are
switch
within this?
Of 2 stats.
Oh,
1
this isn't
time.
good.
Okay.
I don't like this ever. Can I just kill my character and be done with it?
Sure.
Okay.
What?
What's the dwarf thing? Can you tell me what my dwarf modifiers are, please?
Yeah, golly.
Well, I was waiting for Jason to get caught up. If you're not human, you may increase 2 different favorite abilities by 1 point each, or 1 favorite ability by 2 points.
What's
That's
a
not
favorite
fair.
ability?
So for thieves, favorite abilities are Dex, Intelligence, and Luck.
Oh,
So we're
where do
gonna
you-
have
where do you
have to
see
go
that?
on page 77 of the Game Master's Guide.
Oh, so it doesn't tell you.
I don't think it says that on your
Yeah,
character
okay.
sheet.
What's a bard's favorite? I'm assuming it's intelligence, wisdom, or charisma.
Well, Dex, Int, and Luck is Thief, so it should probably be Int, Charisma, and Luck. Right? Change out Dexterity for Charisma.
I'm gonna do intelligence.
And Jason, yours are Strength, Constitution, and Dex.
Yeah, I already did.
Okay.
So that goes to 13, and this goes to +1.
Set your ability modifiers. Consult the ability modifier table included on the front page of your playbook, recording each ability's modifier in the modifier brackets running down the right side of the front page of your playbook.
Okay. And that's a permanent. Oh wait, I can do 2. I can do 2 points instead, right?
You can do 2 points to a favorite ability, or 2 different favorite abilities by 1 point each. So you can only do favorite abilities if you're non-human. And you can either put them both into 1, or you can increase 2 different ones by 1 point.
Well, no matter which one of these I pick, it doesn't increase it enough to give me a modifier.
Well, your scores are going to go up as we play. In this game,
Right.
your scores do increase. Unlike like D&D where they hardly ever increase.
So I could pick, let's say I did, instead of doing intelligence, let's say I did luck. That would bring me to 15.
Okay.
If I were to get another point in luck, that would bring me to 17, which would be the next modifier. Or, I'm sorry, 16,
Yeah,
which would be
16.
the next
Yeah.
modifier. Well, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to put them both. I'm going to put one in luck and one in intelligence.
All right. So now it tells you to roll your hit points, but because I'm such a cool guy, we're just going to give you your max hit points, which would be your hit die plus your con modifier. Okay.
So 9. Got it.
Wait.
For so
Okay, help.
My hit die is
No.
a D6.
yeah. So D6 is your hit die, so the highest result would be a 6.
Okay.
You add your con modifier, which is 0, so you start with 6 hit points.
Ooh,
So you're going to put that in maximum.
I won't last very long.
Oh, you'll be fine. You know I'm going to take everything out on Jason anyway, so.
I think I'm gonna throw myself into danger just so this character can die.
You want to play a different character, Jason?
I'm totally going to kill this character.
Well, then let's just give you a different playbook.
No, I'm doing it. I'm gonna play this character until they are dead.
Okay. Choose or roll your alignment according to the class using the table below. Record the result. So, let's see here. The 5 alignments are evil, chaotic, neutral, lawful, and good.
Evil.
No. The alignments you can pick from are neutral, lawful, and good.
Evil.
And maybe chaotic.
Definitely chaotic.
Okay.
I'm gonna be neutral.
What can I pick
But we all know it's gonna turn into chaotic.
I'm about to say, why even tell that lie, Carl?
So, good, help someone in need at your own expense. Lawful, impose or maintain order in the face of chaos. Neutral, satisfy a personal need or correct an imbalance.
Oh, no.
Chaotic, disrupt a prevailing order.
I'm neutral.
You're neutral.
Yes.
Okay.
Was
I'm a
lawful
thief,
again? Read
so
that again.
I want
Lawful.
personal gain. Right?
Yeah. But I don't want
So
to be
in that
chaotic, 'cause
same
I don't
area-
want to-
In that same area, write down your alignment goal. So, neutral, satisfy a personal need
Okay.
or correct an imbalance. What were you looking for, Jason?
Lawful.
Impose or maintain order in the face of chaos.
Heck yeah.
And what are you, Carl?
Neutral.
You're neutral also. All right. Also note the number and the number of virtues and vices assigned to you based on your alignment. So, neutral is 1 virtue and 1 vice. Lawful is 2 virtues and 1 vice.
2 verts.
You said satisfy personal gain and what else?
Correct
imbalance.
an imbalance.
Yeah.
Okay, and what was the other thing?
1 virtue, 1 vice.
I got 2 virtues. Suck it!
Stuck it in the same box. So I don't know where else to put it.
All right. So now, Lisa, so do you have percentile dice?
Like the zeros? Like
Yes,
this?
yes. Exactly. And then a regular 10-sider.
And
when
then
you,
a regular 10 thinking.
yeah, and then when you roll those together, those are percentile dice. So, roll your traits. Referring to the trait table to the right, roll the number of virtues and vices dictated by your alignment. Record the results in traits. Adjectives encourage you to play in certain ways, but you're not required to do so. Each time you level up, you will have an opportunity to change a trait. So, roll a d100. What do you have, 1 virtue and 1 vice?
Yes.
Okay, roll them.
These two?
Yep. Tell me what you got.
8 and 10?
Well, so like that's the 10 dice.
No, but it's 10%.
Right, so it's 18. You see what I'm saying? This one is the 10s, and this one is the 1s.
Doesn't sound like a good score.
18 for your virtue or your vice?
Virtue.
Confident.
Well, there you go. You're confident.
Now roll again for your vice.
I can channel my work person.
Sure.
24.
Deceitful.
Well, that works. I'm a thief.
Great.
Those go together really well.
Yeah, they do.
I like Carl.
100.
Oh, Lord, is that your virtue?
That's virtue.
You are tolerant.
Were we supposed to write this down? Just.
Traits.
Oh, okay. These are traits.
28.
Doubtful.
So 40 for my first virtue.
You're enthusiastic.
That seems
I don't think you're going to be able to roleplay that.
Nope. 27.
For your second virtue?
Yep.
And curious. In bed. In fact, we're just going to put in bed after all your vices and all your virtues.
Confident in bed. Deceitful
Confident and
in
deceitful.
bed.
Yeah.
What was that again? I don't know. All I heard was in bed.
Thank you.
All women,
Orgasms
I was going to
all
say
the
all
time.
women have to take that one.
Yes.
What was it again? All I remember now is the in bed part. I don't remember what the first part was.
What'd you roll? Curious.
That's a virtue?
Yes. Curiosity is a virtue.
And it also killed the cat.
Roll your vice, butthole. I hope you get the worst one on the table.
I got 9. 9!
Oh, arrogant. Do you think you should re-roll, Jason, or are you going to be able to pull that off?
I don't know.
Let's
I have to
see.
be an enthusiastic,
There's
curious,
so
arrogant
many
person.
that could be you. Moody, obsessive, petulant.
Oh, wait a second. Did we just say
reckless,
obsessive?
resentful, rude, self-pitying. Well, that's not really you. Yeah. Oh, they're just in alphabetical order. I'm like, are they supposed to be getting worse? No. Addict is the
I feel like I should
01
have got
to
that one.
02 vice.
Oh. My
I think
addiction.
I could do that if I rolled it, but
My addiction could be.
Choose or roll
Black
your
tar,
apparent
heroin.
gender. Male, female, non-binary, androgynous.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with.
I'm gonna be androgynous.
where's
male.
where did you put
All
the gender?
dwarves are androgynous.
Where did you put the gender?
Is there a space for gender on your character sheet?
It doesn't look like it. I mean, under appearance, maybe, I guess.
I'm gonna put non-binary.
Okay. Now, you refer to your playbook-specific page spread according to your class. So, I don't know if that's actually in my book or if you guys have to do it completely on your own.
I'm doing it on my own.
Turn your character sheet over, and pointer thing. So I can't see it. I'm trying to move it down.
Thief moves.
Yeah. All right. So what's that say?
Tricks of the trade.
Keep going.
You walk by the byways between right and wrong, the gray area where unorthodox methods of acquisition and illusion are what get the job done. Each time you take this move, choose one area of expertise: stealth, acrobatics, locks, traps, poison, treasure, disguise, and negotiation.
Okay. Check. It'd be easier to just look over your shoulder for a second. Okay. You start with all of these. So you have tricks of the trade. Each time, so you're going to want to pick an area of expertise.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm gonna go with stealth.
Okay, so mark that. And then, does it say what your cunning is? Cunning represents how clever and prepared you are in any given moment. Your maximum cunning is equal to your current level plus your intelligence bonus. So what's your int bonus?
0. So it's 1.
Okay. So you have 1 cunning, so that's your max.
Okay.
And then your special Lisa-only moves are hide in shadows, move silently, pick locks and disarm traps, purloin, and backstab.
Okay.
Okay? When you make any move that falls within your area of expertise, after you roll, you may increase the result by 1 for each point of cunning you choose to spend. So your area of expertise is stealth. Mm-hmm. So if you're hiding in shadows or moving silently or anything like that, and you want 1 more point, you can spend
my 1 point.
Your 1 point of cunning to get it. Okay? What about you, Carl?
I want to do my thing. Okay, so it says instrument of choice.
Right.
Through song and story, you're able to hold an audience in rapt attention, inspire them to action, and bolster their fallen spirits. To be heard above the common chatter of the workaday world, and truly move your listeners. However, your voice calls for a melodic companion. To this end, you've mastered your instrument of choice. Write what it is in the first blank. When you make your move using your instrument of choice, take a +1 to your roll. Art represents a combination of personal renown and your ability to effectively communicate news, history, tall tales, legends, and emotional truths. Your maximum art is equal to your current level plus intelligence, wisdom, or charisma. Your choice minimum of 1. Each time you take this move after the first time, add another instrument of choice and a blank above.
Move your hand a second. So you have to spend art to use the perform move. That's mostly what it's. And spend 1 art to reach into your repertoire. You have to spend art to do everything special.
Yeah.
So write what your instrument is and figure out what your art maximum is going to be. Jason, you got yours?
Yep.
It says your choice minimum of 1.
Well, you're going to take whichever one's the highest, right?
Right, but does that mean as I get more things, I get to pick more than 1?
I don't think so. Because you're only going to have 1 art score. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I have to figure
That's
out
hysterical.
I have to figure out what instrument I
Oh, is that what you're doing online?
Yeah.
Come on, Carl. Now Jason's ahead of you. What the heck is happening?
Oh my goodness.
All right, so now we go on to your individual
Oh my gosh.
the other sheet I gave you.
Okay.
Okay.
All right?
This sheet.
No, that sheet over
Okay,
there.
the one we're sharing.
So now you're going to roll your appearance.
Mm-hmm.
Roll up to 3 physical details for your character, then drop 1 and summarize your appearance in the appropriate era on the front page of your playbook.
Okay.
I'm gonna use a Zill, which is the little finger things.
That's accompanying your song with finger symbols?
Yeah.
Okay. Very musical.
I'm so sorry. Would you like to pick my...
No, I just would like you to pick something good. It's totally different.
It is totally different.
Yeah.
He's a dwarf bard with little zills.
I'm gonna be doing very sensual dances with little Zills.
He's got his beard with like bows and stuff in it. And he parts the beard so you can see like his.
I don't know.
So we
Yeah,
do the
absolutely.
same as last time, like the
Don't
chin
fall
and
for it.
the percentage
Carl.
and the okay.
Stay with the zill.
You can't play a flute and sing at the same time. Can you? No.
Why do I have to do both?
Isn't that what it says? You have to. In your move, it says you need something to accompany yourself with.
I'm loot then, I guess.
Oh, let me see your fancy dice.
Which ones
No.
do you want?
Have those got something in them?
Yeah, sunflowers.
Oh my gosh, really? So girly.
Okay, so it's my level plus one of those, so that would be right now max of 4.
All right, so each roll 3 and drop 1.
Yes.
Okay, so I rolled.
Embellish them and add to them as you wish. Just embellish. Just whatever you picture your character being. Oh, I'm looking at the fighter. Okay, so Jason, you have to go through the steps on there. Choose your favorite weapon. Set your capacity. Take inventory. Here, Carl. This is the back page of that, just so Lisa can. Cause you got to fill out all the rest of that stuff before you're ready to play. You got to turn that over and do everything it says on the back.
Okay. I'm embellishing right now.
Oh, okay. What's wrong, Jason?
I just like how it says set your metal. I've already done that.
Yeah.
And then it's like your metal is your level plus 1, so it's 2.
Right.
Oh shit.
Well, excuse us for giving you too much information.
Here we go.
Oh Lord.
It says add your strength modifier add your strength plus 6 plus your modifier for strength is -1. So I go down to 5,
Right.
which is great.
So you're not going to be the pack mule for the group.
No.
Did you say you're a halfling?
No, human.
You're the human,
Mm-hmm.
and you're an elf fighter.
Do I need to do cunning? I'm not gonna do cunning.
Oh yeah. That's specific to thieves.
I also am not gonna do select my area of expertise.
Right. Yeah, we already did this stuff on your character sheet.
Modifier to a 6. I'll roll a d6. Oh, this says strength plus 5?
Okay, it says trail rations, 1d6 rations, weight 1. So you have to roll a d6 for how many rations you start off with?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Wait, oh yeah,
Okay.
that's what it wants you to do.
Great.
Okay.
Hope I don't like to eat much.
Roll these.
How many days worth of rations do you have?
2.
2 days. Ah, that's plenty.
Mm-hmm.
Record these items in the gear area on the back. One backpack.
Thank you. Alright, then roll 1, 2, 3 times.
I bet this here makes for gripping podcasting. In just a minute, we'll be introducing our characters. And
It
I'm
says
telling you.
Random item. See page XX.
oh, where's it at? Okay, we'll have to figure those out in a minute.
3 times.
Yeah, so like I say, it's a playtest document, so every place that he's going to put in a page reference, he just put see page XX.
Oh, okay.
Because, you know, when you're laying it out, page numbers have a tendency to change.
Okay. Alright. Works for me.
Oh my gosh, please. I have to. So I have to record how much weight I have. So that would be. I can't hold anything else.
You're maxed out?
Yeah, in fact, I can't even roll 1d6 to figure out what my rations are going to be.
You got anything you want to get rid of?
I have I have adventuring gear. I don't know what that is.
So that's like a, that's an abstraction of stuff you can pull out, sort of to be determined as you're going.
Is it a flask? Is it rope? Who knows?
Right.
Right now I'm at 4.
You have a -1 to strength?
No, I have a +1 to strength, and I rolled a 6. Oh, I'm sorry, I rolled a 3.
Well, but your capacity is just your strength bonus +5.
Then what is this then?
Add your strength modifier to 6. Well, this is for a thief. In your case, it's add your strength modifier to 5.
And it's 6.
So you can get even less.
I can roll my rations. I rolled 6.
It's the same weight, right?
It's 1, I guess.
Yeah. You don't multiply it out.
Yeah, so whether you have 1 or you have 6, it's all the same weight, because that's how.
Okay. Count your coins. Roll 2d6.
I'm going to eat this last garlic knot.
Okay.
Because
I mean, it's
it would be a shame for it to go to waste.
Carl's, but you can do whatever you want with it. I don't think he wants it.
Okay, so it says roll 2d6 and add the total to double your luck score, not your LUC.
Mm-hmm.
So this.
Right, so double that 28 plus
28
2d6.
plus 7. So that would be
35.
35. So I had 35. That's silver, right?
Yeah, I assume that's all there is.
Reflect on your background.
You got to double it? Yeah, that must be nice.
Use
No doubling on my part.
Roll 1d12 on each of the
So wrong-ry. So wrong-ry.
12. I was a beggar slash thief.
Hey, welcome to the club. Let me know if you became a bandit after that.
No, I became a burglar, footpad / grave robber.
Oh no!
Foot masseuse.
You went from grave digger 2 campaigns ago to grave robber. You're kind of on the other side of the equation now.
So I get to dig the graves.
All right, you done? You've been through all your steps?
6.
Yep.
That
Right.
is... And I have debt owed to a collector.
Oof.
None
All right.
of them are good.
Who's going to introduce their character first? Isn't that the last step?
Oh, this is.
Now you gotta pick out a name or something.
Yeah, you name your
Name.
character.
Oh, name yourself. Okay, and then you gotta. Let me have that back. Then we go back to here. Creation. Choose or roll your alignment. Review your completed playbook. Introduce yourself. Take turns with the other players describing your character. Ask the other player questions about the attitude and appearance of their characters so you can build a mental image of each. If you feel inclined, draw a portrait of yours in the area provided on the front of your playbook.
I don't.
Of course you don't.
Well, I thought we were naming.
Yeah, but then you introduce.
Oh, so it's not according to any instructions there.
Well,
Not
yeah,
a
but
name.
do you want you can roll on the local names table. I thought you already had your name.
Well, I mean, like, that was for the other. Was this okay? I get to use it here.
Of course. You said you wanted to have a thief named Nabila, right?
Nabila.
Nabila. Okay. There you go. Yeah, do you want a random name, Jason, or do you have one?
Can I get a last name though?
Working on it.
Okay.
Can you roll for a last name?
Not really.
Okay.
It's masculine or feminine. That's all we've got here. It looks like it's all first names. These are the Dark Ages, Lise.
Right.
The darkest of the Dark Ages. People couldn't even afford last names.
I'm actually gonna call it Bila because it's more gender neutral.
Bila?
Bila.
Okay.
Just dropping the no. Yeah.
All right. Introduce your character to the group.
Okay, so I am a human thief named Bila.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about 6 foot tall and
Okay.
non-binary. I was born with female characteristics, but I don't feel limited to that gender.
Okay.
Given my height, I can pass for men.
Right,
at
right.
times. I have a Greek god or goddess appearance with a prominent chin, notable chin. That was one of the things I rolled.
Okay. Yes.
And perfect posture.
Ah, well.
Yes. So,
Okay.
I'm very confident and I'm very deceitful. My upbringing was I was brought up by academics and scholars. I'm very smart, very schooled. Learned all of the tricks, and I use that to my advantage in my experience as a gambler,
Nice.
con artist, and charlatan. I know how to read people, manipulate them, get them.
Oh my God, Teresa Caputo.
That's it.
So,
And
are you
no, go ahead.
are you like an embarrassment to your family? Were they all academics?
Oh, yeah.
And you
Yes.
you became a
I
charlatan con woman?
rebelled. I rebelled and did not want to live
So-
in the ivory tower, so I went out.
So if we ever go to your family's, the university where they work, they're gonna be like, "There's no more money, Belia."
Mm-hmm.
Right.
They may not even acknowledge me.
I see.
They may not even. I feel like I've been, disowned
Okay.
by the family, and they've erased any
Mhm.
of my pictures are gone, all the evidence
Okay.
of my part in the family, and my past is part of the reason that I am so driven and deceitful is that I got into a debt
Mm.
in a gambling game of cards,
I see.
and now I owe
Uh-huh.
that person, and I'm in hiding, but I'm also trying to find a way to get enough money or resources to pay that person off eventually. Sort of a Han Solo with Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah. But this time I have the money.
I have the money.
Right. Yes. Okay. All right.
Do you want me to go through the like garb or any of that, or just the character stuff?
You picked your garb?
Yes.
What's your garb?
My garb, I have common clothes because I want to blend in.
Uh,
I have a short sword as my weapon,
okay.
and I have lockpicks as additional items.
The short sword. Oh, it's in the back of that thing. Well, it just says sword. So swords do a D8.
D8.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Short sword is here. It's D6.
Okay.
And then sword is D8.
That makes sense.
All right, Jason.
I feel Carl should go next.
All right, Carl.
Okay. My name is Cassian. I'm an androgynous dwarf.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up as, like a beggar and a thief when I was younger. And, eventually I was able to get promoted to grave robber. The epitome of living the high life.
Mm-hmm. So was this like in a big city? Like, was this like in Casterhague, where it's like, there are gangs of street kids and gangs of grave robbers, or was this?
I'd like to think that it's it is very like just a bunch of kids running around, like bumping into people and taking all their stuff.
Okay, so maybe a medium-sized town.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something where like the kids travel in like the sewers underground. That's how they get around.
Write your character's name from that for me.
And then, as I got older, I kind of had to grow out of it because I couldn't really fit in with the group anymore.
It's a table tent.
And so I had to get a job, and guess who was hiring? The local grave robber. So I picked up a shovel and started digging.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know what the job interview was like.
It was very like him going, "Ugh, ugh," and then he fell over, and I just picked up the shovel. And I just started digging.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
and then once the hole was deep enough, I pushed him in it.
Okay.
Right. So maybe you had seen this guy like robbing graves, right?
Yeah.
Like you had seen him a couple other times, and you knew that it was his gig. And if any of you kids tried to go in the graveyard, he'd chase you off with his shovel.
I wanted to be very like, I'm also the grave digger.
Okay. All right.
So they don't know.
Okay.
No one knows, because I'm the one keeping up with the bodies.
Right.
But I'm also the one stealing.
What's your character's name?
Cassian.
Yeah, I'll let you write it on there.
Okay. And then, as one does, they get, when you're, a grave robber and a grave digger, sometimes you run with a bad crowd.
You think?
And, you get in deep with some, mob boss or some other slumlord. And, you gotta run because you owe them money.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what brought me here.
Okay.
As far as my appearance goes, I'm androgynous.
Okay.
So I never really felt like I was any one gender. And I kind of, it's less of bouncing back and forth like gender fluid and more like one straight and narrow in between.
Okay.
Where sometimes, I'll wear a woman's shirt with, man's pants or whatever.
Okay.
It's very like, is he or is she? You don't know.
Right.
It's the beard.
What you do know, though, is that I'm clear-eyed.
Oh.
And I have a gapped tooth.
Great.
Gapped teeth.
Excellent.
Sometimes during my being a bard, it comes in handy. Sometimes during my storytelling, I'll whistle through it.
Right, sure. Yeah.
So
Love it.
it really plays up,
Sure.
the whole ambiance.
Like hiding in closets. Do you know her?
Yes.
Yes.
Very hiding closet.
Okay.
Which would have fit better if I was able to use the little
Yes.
thing.
Oh, the castanet. Sorry.
But I have a lute
Okay.
as my preferred thing.
Okay, so it was street urchin and then
Street
grave
urchin,
digger,
grave
robber.
digger / grave robber,
Right.
and then criminal on the run.
Okay, got it. Okay.
And I'm very tolerant of a lot of the things that happen around me,
Okay.
but I'm also very doubtful of myself.
Oh, man.
But you know what? Maybe we'll grow out of it.
I was gonna say we're gonna have to see that change. We can't have that. All right, Jason.
Wow. My guy's name is Celithur. Celithur. You want me to write that? You can't.
Yes.
You can't just sound that out.
Do you do it phonetically? You got it?
Celithur. He is a elven.
See, I would have put an S right on there, so obviously I can't just sound it out.
Oh.
Yeah, I wanted to follow in his suit and have a C name. So
I
Celithur.
have one that you didn't know, so I chose that one. It says male on the list, but I mean, you don't know. Cassian's a very.
Yeah.
You could call him Cass. You can call him Ian. Very both.
Like it. Yeah.
I feel like those are all male names, but you know, hey, I still can't tell you because you have a beard, and all dwarves have beards. So
Does your dwarf have a beard? You don't have to. Just because Jason.
Really, I
said
don't
it.
have to.
Ah, Jason isn't the.
I mean,
He isn't the boss. Of you.
I think even females have beards in there.
Usually, yes, but you know, we're making our own world here. This is our joint.
I would prefer to be. I don't really want. My character's not really super into the dwarf thing.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be.
So you just look like a midget human.
Kind of. I'm just a shorter than average human.
Okay. There's a
And I'm
graphic comic book series, and I can't remember what it's called right now. It's Battle Babes, Battle Dames.
all I think of is the
Battle
giant
bitches.
dwarf, and it's like that's just a normal size.
That's just a normal size person. But so they're very much like a D&D comic strip, right? Or comic book.
Mm-hmm.
But their fighter is a female dwarf, and she's clean shaven. You know, she doesn't have a beard, right? And then like in the second season you see this flashback, and she has a beard. Like back when she was, living among dwarves, she had her beard. She just shaves it. But you don't think about it. You see a female character, even though she's a dwarf, you never think, oh, where's
Yeah,
her beard?
I also think that like when I was the thief and the grave robber / grave digger, yes, I had the beard. But now that I'm on the run, I kind of can't just be walking around with,
you're trying
one of the telltale signs of me being a dwarf
Is a beard?
is the beard, so I have to like shave it once every 3 hours.
Yeah, I'm about to say. How many times a day is that going on?
Okay, so what about Kelithur?
Celithur.
I thought it was Thyr.
No.
Celithir?
Celithir, sure. I didn't get a phonetic pronunciation of it when I picked it. Yeah, he's a fighter. There you go.
Right?
Done.
Okay, you lose 21 experience points.
I don't even have 21. So you
You're
can't
21
take
in the hole.
He started off as a beggar.
Okay, so you start with his appearance.
I start with his appearance. I don't feel like everyone else started with their appearance. I'm a fighter.
Yes.
I'm a fighty.
Everybody else started with their appearance. What did you roll on the appearance?
No, I think they started with sex.
I worked it in closer to the end, but
Yeah.
I
See,
started.
Have you
I really
have you
wanted
rolled up
something
your
back
appearance?
to-
yes.
Well, tell us about it.
I don't want to yet. We'll get to that in a second. Let me
Okay.
do my thing. Golly.
So,
You didn't give this much problem to him when he didn't put his appearance first.
Yeah, because he didn't say, I'm a bard. That's it.
so
See the difference there? Like,
Yeah, and then
he
when I
jumped
go
right in.
into explaining, you
He went-
stop me.
He jumped right in.
Oh my God.
Right there.
I'm gonna let you guys have
Yeah,
it.
man. Here, let me roll up. That's how much I don't give up. Okay, so again, I am a fighter who
Yes.
started off as a beggar, who worked his way up to bandit.
Oh, okay. All right. So you're more of a rural type of situation, you think?
Yes. And he had a very big tragedy in his life.
Both
Did
his-
you get picked up by a roaming band of bandits while you were out there begging one day, or?
Well, it would go in the tragedy that you filthy humans destroyed our elven village.
He's not human.
I am.
Though I think he
So
is,
what
because...
what
Yeah,
is-
I want my appearance to come off as I'm just a short.
So what is Cassian's preferred pronouns?
They and them.
They, them. Okay. So they didn't destroy your people.
Yeah, well, how would I know that? Again,
He
he's
would-
coming off as human.
He wouldn't know.
I mean, even writing
So
down...
tell us the
Can I go
about
again?
your tragedy.
Can I go again?
We're supposed to ask questions, Jason.
Can
That's
I
how
go again?
Freebooters on the Frontier works. And what about Bela? What's Bela's pronouns?
I think Bela wants to be called pronouns based on how she's appearing that day. So, like, RuPaul's a he when he's dressed as a man, and a she when he's dressed in drag.
Okay.
So,
So.
I'll have to keep you updated
Okay,
as to
all right,
what
all right,
I'm
all right,
like
all right.
That's fun.
that day.
Yeah, thanks for making it even more cognitive load.
Let us have fun.
I questioned that. I'm gonna go with my tragedy was humans killed my village,
Okay.
which left me as a beggar.
Oh, wait. Okay. So you grew up among elves.
Right.
Oh, so you weren't a beggar. Your town got destroyed, and you ended up begging in some human city?
Yeah, because they enslaved us and all that stuff and took us there, and we had to, go and beg for the humans for their scraps. But then joined up with a rough band of other miscreants to become a bandit. Yes. I thought that would be a name, and I was like, no, wait a second, that's Witcher.
Let's go Italian, yeah.
So he became a bandit,
Yeah.
and then he kind of fights back on that. Now,
Bandit or freedom fighter?
definitely, probably bandit for mostly at first. 'Cause
Right.
They weren't really trying to fight for freedom. They were just taking stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Feel like the system's done me wrong,
Right.
so now I...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now he is very tattooed. He has vines tattooed coming up from his hands on both arms
Okay.
with very leaves on them,
Right?
which have a meaning, which is none of your business.
Well.
And he has a raspy voice.
Raspy voice.
Yep.
Okay.
And
You guys can start looking for
yeah,
pawns to represent your character.
he has a large curved sword,
Okay.
almost like a large scimitar
Okay.
that he uses, which I assume would just be under sword for a D8.
Sure.
So he uses that to fight, and that's really about it. I mean, I
Okay.
don't know what else we want to know.
No, that's good. That's good. Do you have armor?
He does. He has leather armor.
Leather.
Is there?
Leather.
How many viewers do we have right now? Just
Two.
one?
Two on
Two.
here.
Okay. One of them is me.
There you go. So 1.
Okay. So if you look at the other packet I gave you, the back, towards the back, is going to be all of the equipment, like how much damage your weapons do, how much protection your... I didn't say the very back, I said towards the back, Jason. How much protection your armor gives you, how much damage your weapons do, all the tags and notes that go with your different weapons. All that should be in there. So there should be a space. Are you wearing armor, Bela?
No, I have common clothes.
Okay.
I also have common clothes.
Okay, so you're the only one who has to find the armor box
I didn't list that
on your
when
character
I was
sheet.
saying.
I did.
Like,
Oh, what you were in?
Yeah, I did.
Well, you said you were in nondescript clothes, I think.
Yeah,
You're trying
I'm
to...
very blending in with the
Or was that
human
you?
society.
Did you say you had nondescript clothes?
Yeah.
I think they both
Okay.
do, since
Yeah.
we're both running away from
Okay.
debt collectors.
This is my
Oh my.
Greek god statuesque,
Yes.
long blonde hair. Could be.
Right, slightly androgynous. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes. So, for over 100 years, Teagle Manor, okay, 100 years ago, the people of Drift Chapel and the surrounding countryside rose up to destroy the Amber family, whose evil and depravity had reached
Epic proportions.
The very depths, yes, the very depths of depravity and wickedness. And so the people rose up and, with the help of some heroes of mythic proportions, went up there, destroyed Castle Teagle Manor, destroyed the manor, burned it to the ground, put all those evil Teagles to the sword. And it's been a haunted site ever since.
Okay.
But recently, something stirs on the hilltop. People have reported seeing at night the silhouette of the manor as it once was on the hilltop outside of Drift Chapel.
What's Drift Chapel?
It's the town you're in. Dun dun dun. Oh yeah, sorry.
Dun dun dun.
The spookiness that is Drift Chapel. It's kind of this river, empties into the ocean. There's all these little canals and bridges.
Looks like a creepy hand.
It does look like a creepy hand. Oh, you guys, do you want to roll your potential motivations? I'll let you. You don't have to take it, but give me a D20 roll.
D20. Alright. Oh, 1.
1. Following a dream or vision.
Okay.
I got 14.
You've been plagued by terrifying nightmares related to the evil under the manor. Would you get a 14?
14.
A friend, a native of Drift Chapel, calls in an old favor. Their hometown is in dire need.
Ooh.
18.
Stumbled into the situation. Drift Chapel seemed like a decent place to get drunk and to bed for the night. You were wrong. It seems to fit your character so well.
Was it though?
No? You don't think so?
No, I mean, was it a good place or a bad place? I don't know. Was I wrong?
I mean, there's a shadow over Drift Chapel. There's a
I can always just leave.
shadow over Drift Chapel. See, but it's a Ravenloft-based campaign, so can you leave?
Yeah.
Or have the mists trapped you here
No.
until the evil in the manor on the hill is destroyed?
Definitely haven't.
So, our opening scene finds 3 unlikely travelers. Drift Chapel's winding, crisscrossing streets and alleyways make for a maddening maze. The ever-present fog and intermittent rainfall do little to diminish the overwhelming unease of this cursed town. Gaslight lamps flicker, and the shadows writhe. Writhe!
Do you have any more of these?
Just not finding what you want?
I can't find one androgynous enough, and 2 more like a bard. They're all wearing armor,
Oh.
or they're wearing so little armor
Well,
that you can
let
clearly
Jason
tell.
look through those,
This is the closest one that I've found so far. So
and
if I can't
I'll
find-
grab you some more.
If I can't find anything, this is what.
Okay, right. That's your backup plan. Okay. Yeah, androgyny may not be something that they've caught up with yet in the fantasy art Pathfinder Pawn department. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair. But they should at least have a bard-esque character.
Well, definitely.
I don't know how many
For some
bard
of those.
dwarves people play.
Ooh,
Ooh. Oh my.
these options are staggering.
It's like
Oh look! I
you
found
find
it!
one?
I
found it
found
right
it!
away.
It's this one.
There it
It's that
is.
one.
Oh, that's excellent.
It's perfect for what I need it for.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
So,
Cool. Nice.
That's it, please.
So your character is not only androgynous sexually, but is kind of on the borderline between human and dwarf. Like you can't necessarily tell.
Yeah, I look like a very short, because I'm not huge and stocky.
Right.
I'm more kind of slender.
Right.
So I look more. I just look like a short human, like
Right.
a below average height human. Especially because I don't have like the beard and like the, like the strong dwarven features.
Right.
I have very, fluid. You can't really tell.
And I'm going to start off in he clothing.
Okay.
Because I
Okay.
think it's less dangerous to come into a new territory as a male figure than it is a female figure.
Fair.
Okay. Yes.
So-
Yes. All right, and you guys arrive at.
Oh, I have a sling, by the way. I don't know what that damage is.
It's on the
Oh, you said it was.
like the second to the last page or third to the last page has like weapons and stuff.
Weapons ranged. Sling 1d4.
All right, so you guys arrive at the town gate, which is closed because it's nighttime. And you guys met on the road or something, and are all drawn to Drift Chapel for drink, for a friend, or because of
Nightmares.
mysterious nightmares. Who knocks on the gate?
I think I would, because I'm in search of an actual person.
Okay. So you bang on the gate, and it's just like in the Fellowship of the Ring. There's a little, peephole thing, and he pulls it to the side. And of course, it's raining. It's not as raining as hard in that as it is in that scene in Lord of the Rings, but it's always drizzling in Ravenloft. There's a little thunder in the background. Like every time you mention your nightmares, there's a little crash of thunder in the
Punctuation.
distance. So I'm going to briefly describe how Freebooters on the Frontier works. Okay? Basically, it's much more focused on the fiction than other role-playing games. We just kind of talk through what happens, you tell me what you're going to do, I tell you what you see, and we go like that.
Oh, so it's less dialogue?
No, it's more dialogue. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
like,
okay.
like
Less
it's,
rolling?
Yes, like it's less structured than something like D&D.
Okay.
When it comes time for you to do something that's dangerous or risky or whatever, I'm going to tell you to roll plus a stat. Okay? So that's always the bonus to that stat.
Okay.
Okay? So if I tell you to roll plus charisma, you're going to roll 2d6. We always roll 2d6.
Okay.
And then you're going to add whatever bonus the move calls for. Okay? And always, a 6 or less is a crushing failure. A 7 to 9 is a mixed outcome, and a 10 plus is a total success. All right. So if you look at the move sheet,
Just have to say, the Adventure Zone podcast.
yeah, they played this. a little bit.
They
Yeah.
use this in like the final chapter of their original series.
So if you look at the sheet I gave you, skip past the first page. Past basic moves, look at battle moves, which is the third page. Okay? So fight. The move says, when you face a foe in personal combat, roll plus strength. On a 10 plus, you deal your damage or intended effect. On a 7 to 9, you deal your damage or effect, but suffer the enemy's attack in return. On a 6 minus, mark strength, constitution, or dexterity, your choice, and the judge makes a move. So for all these situations where where dice are gonna come out, there's gonna be a move off of one of these things or off of your character sheet that tells us what to do. And the cool thing about this game system over traditional game systems is games like Dungeons and Dragons and Dungeon Crawl Classics are very binary. Like if you got a 17 or better, you succeeded. If you got a 16 or less, you failed.
Right.
There's this middle ground in every move where, and most of the time, you get to pick the consequence of the downside of your choice. So look at shoot or throw. When you make an attack on a target with a ranged weapon, roll plus dex. On a 10 plus, you deal your damage or intended effect. On a 7 to 9, you deal your damage or intended effect after choosing one from the list below.
I have a question.
Sure.
How much ammo do I start out with?
3.
Okay.
So, so the way, so that's not 3 individual rocks. The way ammo works, if you look at the shooter
Yeah, I
throw
was
move,
reading it. That's why I
Yeah.
asked, because if
so you can, so if you get a 7 to 9 and you mark off an ammo, it means you're starting to run out, right? If you had 3 and you mark off 1, now you're down to 2, right? Or you can roll your damage twice and take the lower, or you can attract unwanted attention. So every time that you get a middle success with your ranged attack, you get to pick the downside. Unless you roll a 6-. Most of these moves don't say what happens on a 6- because
it's a judge.
yeah, I come in and make a hard move or whatever. So where it says mark charisma or mark an ability score in some of the moves,
Is that those circles?
those are those little circles above each ability score. Once those are all filled up, the ability score goes up by 1 and you erase them all.
Okay.
Okay? So basically, just like Dungeon World, you learn from your mistakes in this game. If you're trying to do something with dex and you keep failing, those failures are going to add up to your dex going up. And so that's why,
Oh, okay. So you really actually you get a little benefit from
right.
even if you
totally fail, you do
Okay.
get a little benefit out of it, which is kind of nice.
Yeah.
All right. So Carl, tell us about this friend who called on you for help.
Okay, so they're a childhood friend from my old thieving days.
Right? Mm-hmm.
We grew to be really close, and then we had a pretty big falling out.
Oh, one of those things. Okay.
And so big so that they decided they were going to leave.
Oh, okay.
And so we parted ways.
Uh-huh.
And then one day I received a random, carrier pigeon letter.
Right.
And it was a request. And it wasn't even from the friend. It was from someone who they know.
Okay.
And I guess they just kept mentioning my name. So I'm here to figure out what's going on.
Perfect. So this was when you were thinking about leaving town anyway because of your debts, right?
Well, I'm in a different town, but they somehow
Oh, so
found
you left that town, okay, and now you're leaving that town and coming here.
Yeah.
What's this friend's name?
That's a good question. Can you give me a minute?
No, just come on, man.
I want to.
You want to really make it the chef's kiss name?
Godric.
Godric. Okay. And that's a guy?
Yes.
Okay. So so you go up, you bang on the door, and the old guy from Fellowship of the Ring opens it up, and it's this weathered old man. He's like, "Who's that? What do you want?"
I'm trying to seek entry into the town.
Are you... And he looks over at you. Are you bandits? Or outlaws? Make a...
We're wet. That's
Hold
what we
on.
are.
Make a saving throw. Negotiate. When you want something from someone and they don't want to give it up, make your case. So this is on page 2, I think, of the basic moves there. Negotiate. So first of all, what are you going to say to this guy? Or are you going to jump in?
I want to charm them.
Go.
Oh, is that part?
Yeah.
On
I use
here?
charisma to charm them.
Charmer to see. Yeah, but I mean, what do you actually say?
Oh, I want to just be like, so we're, just trying to get into town. Can you open the door?
Oh, okay. Like pouring on the charm. I love it. Okay, so you roll 2d6 and add your charisma bonus.
Okay, so that is 12.
12?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
We're in like Flint.
On a 10 plus, he does it. Okay. He's like, all right, no offense. It's my job to ask questions after sundown.
I want to say thanks and then wink at him.
Oh, one of those charms. Okay, I like it. All right. So you guys go.
Oh, got it. No, sorry, go ahead.
Okay. So you guys go into town. And
Are we like together yet? Or
you guys
are we
like
just...
met on the road and have been traveling together for a couple days, so
Okay.
you know.
So we know each other. We just
Yeah.
don't-
You kind of know each other, and you know, they know about why you're coming to town. They know about why you're coming to town. And Jason, what's your situation?
What do you mean?
Like, are you wanting to help them out? Are you wanting to learn more about the manor? Why are you in this whole adventure?
Because I stumbled into it.
Okay.
I literally just came to this town. I just happened to be heading this way. This happened to be the town that
Oh,
was
so we
in the
picked
way.
you up. We picked you up on the way.
Yeah,
Like,
I was already
we were
heading
already
in this.
pretty close before we ran.
One of the two. Either I met you on the way, or whatever. But
Okay.
we were all heading in this general direction. You guys for reasons, me just because I was heading this way.
I think we got to talking, and you told me the story of your friend,
Godric.
and then I started sharing that I was having these nightmares that sort of sound like what your friend is.
Like the weird scenario that
Yes.
we're trying to figure out.
Right.
So Jason, I think
And then we just sort of stumbled into you on the way.
I think that means maybe you're the one who knows the legend of Teagle Manor.
Oh, that would be fair. That
Yeah.
would fit.
Like you're having the dreams about it, but you don't actually know what you're dreaming about.
Right.
But you've actually heard of, 100 years ago, this manor full of wicked people, and the townsfolk went in there and burned it to the ground and all this stuff. So you've heard of it before, and you think this Drift Chapel town is like near where that was.
Okay.
Maybe you're interested in finding out more. So the whole
Be in it for money.
the whole thing about Freebooters is the booty. Okay? You guys are in it, among other things, for the booty.
I don't know if I can take a lot more.
Thick with two C's.
So,
You're
yes,
gonna
you
have
see
a hard
this.
time sneaking with all that.
Drunk and drunk.
So when you get treasure out of an ancient ruin, right? You're carrying it around in silver on hand,
Okay.
and then you put it into your stash, wherever that is. You get XP that way. That's how you level up,
Okay.
right? So
I like that.
So the mechanic of the game is,
So we can level up at different times.
yes, you will level up at different times. Yes.
Okay.
Because you will get experience points for acting on your virtues and vices, and I think that's it actually. But then individual classes get experience points for things like if you use music to heal and you sneak around and you recklessly charge in combat. Like there's all these different things that can give you XP. But one of the core things is the booty. Okay? So all the monsters in the adventure, I'm listening to it as a text to voice, and it'll get to the end of the monster description, it'll be like booty, and then it tells you what you can get from that monster. But some of them, like she just reads it straight across, and she's like, 27 hit points, booty poison. I'm like, booty poison? And then one was booty meat. I was like, what? Get a little booty meat from I'm not going to say no. All right, so you guys make it into town.
Isn't that just cow flank?
Flank
of a cow?
Booty meat.
But isn't that just the flank?
No, I was thinking more like booty. Like, that girl's got some fine booty meat over there. you know?
Oh, so you're not a cannibal.
No.
Not right now. See how the story progresses.
Well, we know you'll become a cannibal.
I'm gonna try not to be as chaotic as
Soon as it's available.
All right,
I used to. I have a goal.
so you are in the streets of Drift Chapel.
Goal is a goal.
You hear the sound of distant coughs and rowdy shouts emanating from a local pub.
Go to the pub.
You feel an unmistakable feeling of being watched and being hunted.
Go to the pub.
You guys go with him to the pub?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's called...
I need info. And I'm pretty sure we all do.
I need a drink. I don't need info.
Where's Castles Zentilian? I must have Castles Zentilian. I can't function. Jason, go over there and get me Castles Zentilian. It's under those maps. Don't look at the maps.
I want to say I look like this, but I'm actually like 4'7". I'm just impeccably tailored.
Did anybody watch Sex in the City besides me?
No.
Okay.
No.
Sorry.
Such a carry.
The one meets this guy in a bar, and she's flirting him up, and all this stuff, and she's kind of liking him, and he's really forward, and she loves it. And then he gets off the bar stool, and he comes up to here on her, and so then it immediately cuts to her with the other 3 girls, and she's like, "How short does a man have to be before he's considered a little person?"
4'9". Disney taught me one thing: is 4'9" is the magic number.
Oh, really? Okay.
Technically, that's the height you need to be to not be in a booster seat in a car.
Oh, okay. So you guys walk right into, the Black Comedian, named after a long dead actor, rumored to haunt the tap room. This is a place in town where everyone turns up at night. The handsome proprietor from the southern provinces, Ferdinand, serves up random rumors to those who order the special. So you guys walk into this crowded, actually I think it's in here. You guys walk into this crowded inn, right?
They turn up or they get turned up? Both?
Pineapple Fanta.
A crooked structure of rotting wood, the Rivermouth Inn straddles a churning waterway and creaks lazily in the night air. The sounds of drunken merriment reach your ears as a man stumbles out the front entrance and vomits over the railing into the river below. It's decorated with driftwood, river rocks, and odd bits of flotsam.
I'm sorry, I have a question.
And jetsam.
Do we pass this gentleman as we go?
Yeah, he's kind of pulling
I give him a
himself
high
together.
five.
High five.
Yeah.
You notice.
Can I pick his pocket? He's been
Hold
over
on.
there.
Yeah. You notice a general unfriendliness towards strangers. The guy will not high five you. All right. Now, so you're going to turn over your character sheet there. Turn over your playbook, and under tricks of the trade, is there a pickpockets move?
Purloin.
What's it say?
When you surreptitiously swipe something out from under someone's nose.
Yes.
Roll dex on a 10 plus.
Okay, so roll 2d6.
Uh-huh.
Hold on. You don't get to read the whole move. Yeah, roll 2d6 and add your dex bonus.
Okay. 4.
4?
Yeah. Oops. My dex bonus is 5. Oops, I'm in trouble.
You're in trouble. Keep reading. Keep reading the move.
So 5 or under 5.
Well, read the whole thing.
Okay. So
on 10 plus, it's yours.
you do it as well as can be expected. 9 to 7, you do it, but the judge chooses one from the list below on a 6 minus marked dexterity, and the judge makes a move.
Let me see what are the ones on the list below.
You get to come up with it on your own.
I mean, I could. He could just read them to me. What are my choices?
Your tampering attracts unwanted attention.
Mm.
It'll work, but there's a hitch. Ask the judge what.
Mm.
You expend resources of the judge's choice, tools, ability points, etc.
Okay, I'm gonna let you choose. Which consequence do you want, and then you get to mark 1 dex.
It'll work, but there's a hitch.
Okay.
What's the hitch?
What's the hitch, Jason?
Do you want me to tell you? I will tell you.
Give me an idea. I mean, I'm not just rubber stamping whatever you say. But
Oh, okay. I'm just
I
saying.
want to say she pulls her hands away with a little bit of vomit on it.
Oh, that's not much of a consequence.
So she manages to get whatever it is that she's getting from this guy, but there is a patron that happens to see this happening. And he's not a friend of this other patron, so he has no issues with him, but he is going to
keep an eye on her.
That or blackmail her later on.
Okay, yeah, I like that. So you got spotted. The bouncer at the door sees what you do, but the guy you're robbing from doesn't.
Okay.
All right.
But he doesn't stop me.
No, he doesn't
Not
stop
yet.
you. He's going to approach you later probably about that.
Gotcha.
That will be the judge's
Body
discretion.
part.
You're gonna have to take a lot of notes.
Yeah.
Do you have something you do that with?
You're at the pull a
Now you have to
Sully
be
here.
like bodyguard.
You guys will help me remember. You see, that's the great thing.
I mean, she's not going to.
Sometimes I need help to remember. I am not a reliable narrator.
If I mentioned I'm having memory problems too.
You did now,
Roll a d12.
but ask me later.
D12. Sorry, this is it, right?
No,
Nope,
No,
that's a
that's
10.
the one next to it. That
This
one.
one. Okay. 10.
All right, roll again.
3.
You get D4 of ammo. Do you have a ranged weapon? Or you get 4 ammo. Do you have a ranged
I
weapon?
have a ranged weapon.
You get 4
I have a short sword.
sling bullets.
Okay.
The guy had like a nice big pouch of metal sling bullets, and you just lifted it off of him, no problem. And then you
Okay.
turn around, and the bouncer is just looking at you with his shades on, and like the black T-shirt that's a little too tight. He's like, but he lets you go in.
Do you mean it's just I don't know.
So.
Don't. What were you saying earlier? Don't mess. Let me fantasize, or let me. Yeah.
However
All right.
you wanna word it.
So are you going to give those to him? I
I
mean, they're.
may need them later to make a trade.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Like to help me with the bouncer guy.
Yeah, keep them. If you need them, you can always. Or
All right.
If you need to give them to me.
So this nautical themed bar is chock full of people.
The black comedian.
The Black Comedian. Mm-hmm. It's one of the ones I was going to change the name of. Actually, I'm using this instead. The Rivermouth Inn.
The Rivermouth Inn.
Yes. All right.
Is it an inn/tavern?
Yes, it is. Sounds. Rowdy drunks play dice and cards, slamming tables and hollering. Sensations. The floor seems to heave and tilt. Is this building stable? Sights. Dozens of buckets scattered across the floor and counters catching leaks from the ceiling. Most are overflowing. All right. So you guys are in there, and you definitely get some mean looks. Like, obviously, everybody can tell that you're out-of-towners, and everybody is suspicious of out-of-towners. What do you guys do?
I'm gonna go up to the bar
Right?
and see if they know where my friend is.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy a
Okay.
drink because that's how you win friends and influence people.
All right. Okay.
You buying a drink for everyone or just yourself?
Just myself. I'm trying to get in with the bartender.
We gotta look like we belong.
Mm-hmm.
I would also like to buy a drink.
Okay. All right.
That's the only reason I'm here.
It is the only reason you're here. You want to take? He finds the closest open table and takes a seat and immediately calls the waitress. Bar wench.
Jason, you're I'm sorry,
Telethier?
Kelethir.
It will.
Your long experience with
Bandits?
with tap
Begging.
rooms,
Okay.
and lower class establishments. This is probably not a sit down at your table and wait for the waitress to come to you kind of bar.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is probably more a go to the bar and yell until somebody hands you a mead.
That's what I'll do then.
Tools, illumination, provisions, specialty items, tools, concoctions, lodging.
Is there any notices within this bar when we come in? Like of rules of the establishment or anything?
No
No fighting, no killing, no maiming, no
yes.
No
cheating.
gym. And there's a picture of a guy.
We've had enough of your shenanigans, Jim.
Yeah. He's not allowed back in.
Yeah,
Probably.
yeah. So there is no posted set of rules.
Mm-hmm.
You do see.
Oh, you know what? I could have given you a +1. Any of us, by the way, can do that.
By aiding.
By rally. It says rally on them. Or, I'm sorry, rely. And you can an ally helps you do something, take a +1 to any roll involved.
Yeah,
But
I
that
think you have
ally
to,
is exposed.
I think you usually have to say so beforehand or be in a position
Well, I was, so I
to like jump in. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to distract.
No, you're fine. Yeah, so you throw a few coppers down on the table, and he brings you a jack of ale. You notice there's no rules, but there is some kind of game of chance going on. Looks like it might be liar's dice because the people have the cups and they're like peeking underneath the dice kind of thing, and
We can do it.
there's like people gathered around.
Okay, I'll go watch that.
What were Luke and I just watching? Oh, it was Skyfall, James Bond Skyfall, where he's drinking and he's got a scorpion on the back of his hand. Has anybody seen that? Yeah. So there's a guy doing that, right? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
It's like,
scorpion hand.
yeah, you gotta like, if your hand shakes, you have to have nerves of steel, right?
Oh.
It's on the back of your hand and it's like trying to get angry, and you have to like take a drink, and your hand stays steady enough that it doesn't sting you. Right, so there's a guy doing that at a table. There's two guys, and so everybody's gathered around and betting on them. And then there's another table where people are playing liar's dice. You say you go over there?
Yeah.
How did they get a scorpion?
2 scorpions.
That's what I want it to be like.
That's,
I want to look at it and be like, how did they get that here?
One of the waitresses says, "Oh, scorpions are us right up the street." It's actually, it's kind of a misnomer. They have all kinds of venomous creatures. They have snakes, they have spiders, they have scorpions.
Okay.
They have blood flies.
Okay. I mean, that fits.
I'm the only nice person in this whole town. You want a drink? Okay. So everybody stops and looks at you when you sit down, and this guy with the mutton chop situation, like what I've got, except this is all shaved, right? Turns and looks at you and says, "What brings you to Drift Chapel, stranger?"
Drinks.
"Let's see the color of your silver."
Looks like any other.
And then one of the like the skinny guy with the really bad scraggly teeth who's sitting next to him says, "You might want to be moving on. We're not too keen on strangers here in Drift Chapel."
I will after my drink.
Can my character jump in?
"No, you're not there."
Oh, okay. I'm not that tight. We're at the bar.
"Yes. Let's see.
Trying to flag down the bartender. I'm usually really good at this.
Oh no, you're doing fine. I'm just trying to see if I
Just
can
see a hand coming up from where the bar is.
It's just like me being like, hello.
Yeah, but it's just your hand because they can't see the rest of
Right.
the bar.
It's just me literally just only this part of my hand.
Yeah.
It's just like, there were no chairs.
There were none.
And so next, I'm 6 foot, so we're...
It's, literally me waving and you just being like,
make a
or
saving
you being
throw.
like,
When you face a challenge or resist a negative effect, roll. So this is on page
oh yeah.
All right, what am I saving throw with?
3 of your moves. Well, that's what you have to decide.
Oh.
It's
So strength,
it's on
if you use sheer might. Dex for speed, agility, or finesse. Con to resist or endure. Int to think fast, focus, or remember. Wiz to use intuition or willpower. Charisma to charm or impress.
Okay. What am I?
These guys look like they're getting ready to take offense to like whatever you say. Like they're looking for an excuse to start a fight with you.
Oh, I'm fine with that though.
So you're not even going to try to avoid a fight?
I mean, if you want me to, I'll use.
No, I don't want you to anything.
I'll use.
I want you to get killed right in this first scene. So
Sure.
I was hoping you'd go for the scorpion situation, but
I mean, I can. I'm gonna use my intuition or willpower.
okay. Describe. Go on. Go ahead.
I'm
Let me
going
hear
to
that.
try and use my knowledge of humans to see if I can figure out what to say to them. that would
That's
appease
not
them.
intuition.
Yeah, and there's no such thing as intuition. It's intelligence.
Well, no, under the make a saving throw, it describes the different.
It's intelligent.
It's intelligence. There's no
Not
such thing
intuition.
as intuition.
Yeah,
These
but
are
it
from
says
the-
under wisdom. It says under wisdom.
Oh,
use
okay.
your intuition or willpower.
Oh, but he's using wisdom.
Yes.
Yes, but he has to describe how, like, what makes this qualify as. So your
this really
intuition
your
about
first
humans.
time?
I'm going to try and use my intuition of humans of what would make them be
I like it.
calmer.
Well, is this really your first time being in a scenario like this?
No.
Exactly.
Maybe you can use past experiences too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So hey, that's a 5 on the die. It's only -2, so that's a 3.
You have a -2 wisdom,
I have a 4 wisdom.
You chose wisdom.
and you chose wisdom to get out of this situation.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys hear
Mark the
a.
ability.
I did. How else is this ability ever going to go up if I don't lose
I mean,
it?
that's fair. Did you mark your ability earlier?
Yes, I did. Thank you.
You guys hear the sound of a table being kind of flipped over. And when you turn and look, your friend, Calathir,
Calithar.
It changes every time y'all say it.
there's this big,
Celathir. Like celery.
Yeah, but y'all said it 6 different ways.
I haven't. He keeps calling me Kella. He keeps
Let's
pronouncing
see
it as a
here.
K. It's supposed to be an S.
I'll just use this hulking freak, has pushed this table. Which one is you?
That's me.
Why the Vampire Hunter D? I need to
Why
destroy
not?
this.
Why not?
Somebody's always got to pick Vampire Hunter D.
Why not? It was
Okay.
easy. It was
I
there.
like yours. I
The
love
table
that.
is pushed out of the way. This guy is reaching to grab you by your armor straps.
Throat punch.
And pull you. Okay, you go for the throat punch.
Throat punch.
Okay.
Oh my god, can we react?
Yes. But he gets to go first.
Okay.
So it sounds to me like you're trying to face a foe in personal combat.
Sure.
Roll plus strength.
Where is that at?
Second or third page. So there's battle moves, general moves.
Settlement. Okay, battle move. Bite the dust. Fight.
Nope. Fight.
Fight. Okay.
You're trying to fight this guy.
Oh, wow. This is not good dice to roll. That'd be a 6, so that's a 5.
6? Oh, Lord. Mark strength, constitution, or dex. Your choice.
Strength. Why not?
So you land a textbook throat punch on this guy, right?
I don't.
You punch him right in the throat with your knuckles. Perfect contact. And it's like the Indiana Jones where he punches the guy and the guy just looks at him and isn't phased at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like you punch this guy right in the throat and his throat muscles are so developed. He's just like, grrr, and he elbows you in the face. Roll a d6 to see how much damage you take. Can you give me my d6 back? I think it bounced.
4.
Oh, okay, there we go. All right. You take 4 damage. You land on your keister, your chair's broken, and all these guys are kind of standing around and they're all laughing, and he's like doing this. Carl, you see this happening.
Okay, I want to use one of my art to cast Gather Round.
Okay, let's read it out loud to us.
It says, when you keep company by sharing a
Now
phone...
hold on a minute. So the ones on the right hand side are advanced moves. You get those as you level up. The ones on the left hand side are basic moves. You start with those. Technically, the playbooks are supposed to be folded, if it helps you at all. Like if you fold it like this, you'll see that that's like the front, the back, and then the middle and the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll let you look for a sec. Lise, what does Bila do?
I think Bila moves silently
Mm-hmm.
to get behind
Okay.
the Rager guy.
Okay. So read the move silently move.
When you sneak from one place to another, name a destination within sight and roll dex.
Okay.
All right, so dex is, I have a +1 modifier. Okay, Way better dice, I agree.
You're a thief and you have a +1 in Dex? Is that like one of your best stats?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. They're all sucky. Oh. 3.
3?
Plus 4. Plus 1.
+1, so it's a 4.
So I get to mark my Dex again.
All right. Your
Okay.
Dex is fixing to go up. All right.
I tried to sneak behind him.
So you're like, oh, I'm gonna sneak around behind this guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have a question.
Well, let me do this.
Okay.
So you're trying to sneak around behind this guy, and you kind of hit the server in the elbow, and she like drops 2 jacks of ale on top of you.
But I created a distraction.
No. There can't be any good that comes out of it. And a couple of his friends like definitely notice you trying to come around behind, and they kind of square up on you. Now you're up, Carl.
Okay, so I'm going to use 2 art to play to an audience.
Right?
It's every listener within earshot.
Right.
I'm going to play. I'm going to play. It's called insulting. An indifferent or hostile listener turns all their attention to you.
Okay, read the whole.
It says when you perform a piece from your repertoire, pay 1 art to play to an audience of 1 listener, or 2 arts to play to an audience of every listener within earshot.
Right.
Then choose 1 or more from the list below and explain how the pieces possess those effects based on its title. The judge agrees. If the judge agrees, roll charisma and then +10 apply one of the chosen effects. So
okay, let me see your playbook for a second. So do they have no I'm sorry, that's your character sheet, that's what they call them. So do you have
my repertoire consists of, I think it's,
okay, yeah, you can have poems, songs, and stories equal to your intelligence.
yeah.
So in this game, when they write out the word intelligence, that's your intelligence score. If they put INT, that's your intelligence
That's
bonus.
modifier.
Right, exactly. So you can have
So I can have 13.
Okay, so what piece do you like jump up on the table and pull out your loot and whistle through your teeth to get everybody's attention?
Let's say I jump onto a stool.
Okay, I don't have any stools, so
A little bit lower than, but yeah, table's fine.
Okay.
And we're gonna say that this piece is going to be called.
There once was a man from Inside. No,
it's gonna be called Your Mom.
Oof. Okay.
So I'm gonna roll.
Oh wait. So what are you trying to do?
Insult their mother.
Like to get their attention? Like, are you trying to get
That's
them to
what it
attack
does.
you?
No, I'm just trying to get their attention.
Yes, it takes all the people that are mad and puts their attention on Carl.
Yeah, it doesn't say that they attack me, but they probably will. But yeah.
Okay, I love it.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't even see why you need to roll. I mean,
it's up to you.
I mean, maybe they don't hear it. Maybe they don't care.
Yeah.
That's 5 plus 3 is 8.
Okay.
So
somewhat of a success.
On a 7 to 9, pay 1 art to apply one of the so I have to pay 3 total.
Okay.
And then that's it.
And so the effect you chose is what?
Is insulting.
Is insulting.
Yeah, it's an indifferent or hostile listener turns all their attention to you.
Ah, okay.
That's the effect.
Okay. All right. You have the attention of these thugs and the whole bar. What do you do? Oh, Jason.
Does that turn them into friendly listeners?
No, I don't think so.
No, it doesn't.
Your mother probably doesn't. Jason, you notice the guy who knocked you on your ass is distracted. Mm-hmm. He turns and looks at Cassian.
Okay.
Do you do anything to seize the moment?
Sure. I'm going to go up there and...
You're going to go up where?
Up behind him.
Oh, like you're going to stand up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stand up.
Mm-hmm.
Get behind him. Now, I don't know how this would work. Do I have to roll 2 separate things? So I would like to do a strike to the knee so he falls to his knees. Like strike him in the back of the knee with a foot. And then grab him by his head and slam his head into a table.
To me that sounds like one fight move.
Okay.
Yeah. So you stand up when he turns around,
Right. And well, that's a 7 plus
Okay.
2. That's a 9.
Okay. Fight on a 9. You deal your damage or effect, but suffer the enemy's attack in return. All right. So you hit him in the back of the knee, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, ah! And he goes down to one knee, and then you go to grab his head and slam it into the,
Right.
slam it into the bar or whatever, and he like reverses it, and he gets you in an arm bar. So he's got one of your arms under his control. Roll your damage.
Oh my gosh. How much
What is it? I don't know. How much is the damage?
Oh, D3? Do you have a D3 over there?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, a fist, sure. You're a fighter. You're a big burly type.
Is it plus my strength?
No.
Okay, then it's just 1.
Okay, well, you hurt his knee a little. You know, it's anytime a storm comes through. So I guess I should only probably do a D3 of damage for him.
Wow, I mean, you were doing
Roll
a
a
D6,
Roll
but
it. Okay, we'll roll that. How much damage did you take first time?
4?
Okay, yeah. So this is just an extension of that. So he's kind of got you in the arm bar, and he's kind of giving you a face pummeling. So Carl, every eye in the room is on you.
A punch is 1 damage.
Oh, does it say that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This guy he's got gauntlets of steel.
I guess so.
Okay. So
I
now
feel like I'm getting railed in this mission.
You? By
Already.
my favorite?
Already.
Impossible, Jason. Don't be ridiculous. He had 3 hit points to start with, so he's down to 2. Now, you don't have to do anything that's on your character sheet. Just think about the situation and tell me what you would do, and then we'll figure out if there's a move for it or not. But don't get hung up on
No.
your
So
moves,
I'm gonna continue playing.
right?
And
Wait a second.
Because I can use the font of lore when you establish something by recalling a piece in your repertoire, and the judge agrees that your recollection applies. After you roll, you may spend R2. Well, I can't do that. I should have used that for my first one. Because then I would have, if you agreed, I would have been able to get all 3 of those back.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, but when we played this with Kyle and Autumn, that's the trap they fell into. Was they were always looking at their character sheet, like what can I do and what can't I do.
I kind of want to now that I have their attention.
Oh yeah,
I
everybody's
kind of want to shift my melody into a more, like.
Calm down.
Well, no, I want it to be more like a not really like.
Ooh, you could play some.
I want to
music.
do more like something that's like heavy and like getting them riled up.
Okay.
Because I want them to start attacking each other. I want to start a bar brawl.
I'm about to say, what you
Lord.
want to do is do some regular
I know
bar
what I
music or whatever is the local like thing, so
Do
they
we-
all get all hyped on it.
Did we hear any of their names as we came in?
Roll. Okay.
This is what I have a plan. I just need one name.
Right. Let's find out. Perfect chance to use the luck move. Get lucky. When you hope things will go your way, roll plus luck.
So roll 2d6.
Roll 2d6 and add your luck bonus.
10.
10! On a 10 plus they do, at least for now. So yeah. So
How many names did I hear?
how many names do you want?
I want to hear 3.
Right. Okay.
Okay,
sure.
so what I'll do is I'm gonna say that so and so, like the person, one of the names,
Sam.
I heard them call this other person's mom this name,
Okay.
and then this third person
So you've got to.
agreed and like.
Here's what I think could happen. Like you've got a allude song or whatever.
Yeah.
And so you're putting people's names into it. And when you put Sam's name into it and everybody else laughs, Sam gets a little pissed off at a couple of his friends for laughing, right? And then before he even has a chance to settle that, you put Carrie's name into something and a bunch of people laugh and he's like, hey, okay. So now I'm gonna let you.
And then like a third I put in the third name, and
Right.
they're like agreeing to both things.
Right.
I'm trying to pit them all. I'm trying to pit at least those 3 people against each other because I want to start a brawl so that we can get the F up out of here.
Right. I love it. I love everything about it. Let's try the. I think negotiate is going to be the closest thing to just try to influence these people with charm and charisma.
Okay. Oh, I got a nat 10. So 13.
Nice.
That's
Okay.
great.
So the next thing you know,
Well, I can't do it. My charisma's at 18. Can I go above 18? I don't think I can.
no, you
Because
can't.
I technically failed that one. So
Yeah,
I
but
should have
you-
I can't go above 18.
We'll check it. There's a rule about that, but yeah, I think it's basically.
I'm
think
gonna
you
put
get
a
an
thing. I'm gonna put a thing
Yeah,
on
put
there.
it on there. I think you get an
when-
experience point instead or something. So you still mark it. Yeah, it works like a charm, right? There's old rivalries. These people have all lived in this small fishing village, and they all know each other. They're all half drunk, and you, with a few clever words and a clever tune, get them all into this gorgeous bar brawl. And then you guys are going to slip out during the fracas.
I'm gonna slowly play it so that it sounds like it's fading away.
All right, you slip out.
Yes.
And you give the guy one last punch in the nuts before
Heck
you
yeah.
slip out? Yeah. Okay. Now you don't have to roll anything.
But if I fail, I get experience.
Also,
No, you don't. 'Cause
Also,
I'm
if
not letting you roll.
also if he passes, he dies. No, he doesn't because you only get one. hit.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, he does 4 points a hit.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he gets to fight back if you.
We successfully escape.
Okay, you guys escape.
I think, yeah.
And the bouncer is still standing outside.
Oh.
And as the 3 of you walk out, he says, "You might want to hold on there a second, friend."
We kill him.
Are you talking to me?
Are you talking to me? Indeed. I don't believe for a minute that you guys are just passing through. And a white exclamation point appears over his head. I think
Skip.
you're adventurers, and you're here about the old manor. Thunder! Lightning! Lights up this side of his face dramatically.
What if we are?
On that side of him is a building.
Does he have a drink? Is that what you're doing? Are you
He stalled.
Are you stalling?
Well, this
no.
is happening. I'm going to be tuning my lute so that I can get my harp back.
All right. A lot of people in this town think it's just nonsense talking about the haunting of the manor. But I think there's more to it than that. People have been having strange dreams. People disappearing. It's the old evil returned from my grandpappy's day. Don't go near that manor. It's nothing but a deadly curse.
I appreciate the warning.
I don't feel like there's a side quest to this.
Anyway, if you want a place to lay low, there's a common house.
Named the White Comedian.
That's racist.
And also probably really problematic.
Is it though? Is it?
Usually.
I don't know.
Well, you can't spend the night at the cat house. You can spend the night up at the church of St. Boniface.
Why can't we spend the night at the cat house?
I mean, that's not what those rooms are for. That's not what those beds are for. They don't take boarders. And you've gotten yourself, you've stirred up trouble in the only inn in town, so you might want to head up to the Church of St. Boniface. It's in Area E on the map.
Okay.
I mean, I don't see why if we pay enough money, what it matters we do in those rooms.
I mean,
Well,
what if we can get a good deal?
The girls, the rooms are the girls' rooms. You know, they can make money there. I mean, if you want to like pay for the whole night, it's kind of a Julia Roberts kind of situation. I suppose you
Pay
could
for
work
the
that.
pay for the whole night, and then they're like in there, and you're like, no. I just needed a room to sleep. I mean, take a break, go smoke a cigarette, like enjoy your time.
This couple in their 50s goes to this sex therapist, right? And he's, maybe I can help you guys. Tell me a little bit. And he's like, well, what I really want is for you to watch us. And the guy's like, okay, fine. So, they have intercourse there and they leave. He takes some notes and they leave. And then they come back a week later and they're like, and he's like, so you want to, talk about some of your issues? It's like, well, I'd like to do the same thing. I just kind of want you to observe, what's going on. So they come back another week and he's like, this doesn't seem to be very a productive therapeutic approach or whatever. And they're like,
I know where this is going.
they're like, well, maybe not, but we come in here and we pay $20 and we get to have sex. We can't go to my house. We can't go to her house.
It's cheaper than a hotel.
Yeah, it's cheaper than a hotel. So with our copay.
I feel like they're not going to the right hotel then.
Okay. So, are you going to go to the cat house of Minnie Poliori, or are you going to go to the church?
I'm fine with the church.
Okay. This small, simple Gothic church recently gained a new priest with the young Father Bernard, appointed by the bishop. Blah 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 blah. All right. So you guys, who bangs on the door of the church?
I assume the bard.
You gonna make him the face man of everything, or them the face man of everything? Who's seen Fleabag?
I have.
Okay. Who's seen Sherlock Holmes with Bandersnatch Cumberbatch?
Yes.
Okay.
Love it.
The guy who plays Moriarty.
Yes.
And is also the priest in Fleabag.
Yes, he is.
Comes to the door dressed in his priest habit. You have to watch Fleabag not only because it's fantastic, it's one of the best shows I've ever watched,
I'm gonna sleep with him.
but that same actor plays a character so different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or did you see Sherlock too?
No, I've never
then you
seen
don't.
Sherlock.
Yeah, you
but
don't
I know
get
that
it.
he's in it, and
Like-
I know who he plays.
Yeah, like he does that character so well in Sherlock, and then he's a totally different, like you feel totally different about the exact same guy. It's amazing. Anyway, he comes to the door and he opens it and he's like, come in out of the rain. What are you guys? What can I do for you? And you notice in the pews, oh look, it's a church now. You notice in some of the pews there are.
an awful lot like the inn we were just in.
No, that place was leaky, and this is stone. Anyway, maybe this will help.
There we go. Okay. Now it's more clear.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
Totally visualizing something different.
Got it.
I'll tell you what, our patrons are getting their money's worth.
Yeah.
I mean, we are working it. Yeah, and it's got a double door instead of the single door. So you notice in some of the pews and stuff are other indigent, down on their luck persons, and then a couple like, my wife threw me out and I can't sleep in my car because we don't have cars, so I came here, kind of personalities.
And my cart's full of donkey.
So he lets you in.
I'm gonna walk around and talk to see if I can find anybody who knows where my friend is.
Well, if he's
Absolutely.
a priest,
Yes.
Also, I'm gonna be tuning my.
well, he's walking around
I
looking
gotta get my
for
thing back.
somebody.
We already did that, right?
I feel like I'm gonna do it for.
You're interrupted? Okay.
Well, if he's looking around for his friend, if this is the priest, like I
Mhm.
want to see if he wants
They.
they want to tell me anything. No, the priest.
No. I'm gay.
No, I'm
Yeah,
talking
but
about
he's
the priest.
saying
I'm saying
he
I'm
wants to
talking
see
to
if
him,
he-
the priest.
The priest
Oh,
wants to find
Yes,
out.
the priest.
Yeah.
So while they are looking for their friend or find
Right.
the information, I'm going to talk to the priest and see if he knows anything about Teagle Manor and if he'd be willing to share it, especially since he's a man of God and believes in spiritual things and
Okay.
evil.
Furthermore, he's convinced. Father is helpful but inexperienced and very self-conscious about it. Furthermore, he is convinced he has seen the gargoyles on the rooftop move, and he has watched from the forest where pagan creatures lurk and strange men. Oh, I'm sorry, where pagan creatures and strange men are still supposed to lurk. So he's very concerned about what lies beyond the walls of Drift Chapel, almost like a little paranoid about it. Like he feels like they're watching him in particular, and the church is kind of like this last point of light as the shadows close around over Drift Chapel.
Light, dark, whatever he's comfortable with.
No, he's not comfortable with the dark, believe me.
Are there
okay.
any
You have a
doors
light on,
or
fine.
other exits to this place?
Yes.
Um,
There's,
I start checking them out.
okay.
I think I would also go to him at some point.
There's stairs that go down into the basement.
I go down the basement.
Do you really?
Yep.
And there's stairs that go upstairs to the bell tower.
I go to the basement first.
Okay, excellent. You're going to have to make a dexterity saving throw, like to not be noticed.
I'm not necessarily trying to hide it.
Then he says, "Don't go down there.
Why?
That's not open to the public, sir."
What are you hiding?
That's frankly none of your business.
I don't know about that, priest.
Were you sent by the bishop of Charmanus? I mean,
I could have been.
your welcome in this place is our gift to you. I think you shouldn't impose upon our hospitality.
I'm not imposing. I'm just curious what's down here that you're hiding from us.
Well, that's a sacred place. You're not allowed in there.
Why didn't you say that at first?
I did. I said it was off limits.
No, you didn't say it was sacred, though.
Your friend seems like he's got like a negative 4 in charisma. What's with this guy?
Sometimes he just, I don't know.
Here, let me get you some warm tea, friend, and a blanket.
I think I'll leave. I leave.
You leave?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. Now, where were we?
Well, so I think I'm going to tell the.
Oh, I'm sorry. I hate to shut you down. Hold that thought. So you're asking, what was your friend's name? I wrote down.
Godric.
Roderick.
Godric.
Godric. So immediately,
I'm like working my way around the room, and eventually I'll get back to the priest
immediately,
because I kind of want our events to be happening like at the same time,
Right.
and then I come in at like the end of yours.
you encounter Dieter Stone,
Okay.
sleeping on one of the benches. Godric, you say. He's got this elaborate, well-grown-out beard, kind of craggy face. Obviously, he's dressed like a traveler. He's not dressed like some indigent. He's got this excellent Puritan hat situation going on. I knew the lad. A fine fellow. What is your connection?
We were friends from a long time ago.
Well, he's disappeared. 3 days gone. He's the third mysterious disappearance in this town in the last month. I think it has something to do with Teagle Manor. Lightning outside comes in through the window on his face.
You think someone spirited him to the manor?
I'm not sure. The evil of the manor seems to be spreading across the countryside. There are strange happenings up there. Screams at night, strange lights. No one wants to go up and examine the situation. I think the time has come to fight back against whatever's happening up there. I'm planning to head up. I'm planning to head up there in the morning.
All right. Thank you for the information. We'll speak again.
Yes,
And then I make my way toward
As you start to walk away, it does the thing where it grabs your arm. Be careful who you trust. And lets go of your arm.
cryptic. And then I make
Jason,
my
are
way
you even
toward.
listening?
I'm not there.
You can still participate in the story. I mean, I'd like you to at least know what's happening.
I know what's happening. He says
Okay.
friend has been spirited away and he's going
Why
out there
don't
in
you
the
just
morning.
Why don't you just go on and go?
Good lord.
I
Oh,
make
I
my
gotta be
way
like
towards them.
listening with it.
So I ask if he knows of anyone who is already trying to find out what's going on. Is he aware of anyone who's been investigating or...
Well, he points to Dieter Stone.
Okay.
Um,
So it's like we both get that,
Mhm.
like, pointed in that direction.
Come with me. He sees you and he kind of nods to you too. And he takes you back into the vestry, his little office kind of area.
Great.
And right before he closes the door, he's like, "Wasn't there a third person that came in with you guys?" Oh,
Don't worry about him.
closes the door. And he pulls out this. So he's got a conspiracy wall.
Oh my god.
Right.
Nice.
Red yarn.
Yes.
He's got his medieval conspiracy wall.
It's that meme of Charlie Day, and he's like,
Yeah, exactly. He's explaining it to you guys. And in the center is this older, handsome, very severe-looking man, right? Obviously a nobleman. He's got the ascot collar kind of thing going on. And he says,
I want to be like, oh,
Stephen Amber. Stephen Amber was the last lord of Teagle Manor. 100 years ago, a coalition of commoners and heroes went up to try to cleanse the evil of that place. And there was something in the basement. There was something in the lower levels that Stephen Amber had uncovered that had seduced him. And he opens this case, like the vampire hunter gear case thing. He opens it up, and in there he has 6 incense cakes, right?
Okay.
And 6 vials of holy water, and this little holy water sprinkler thing.
Mm-hmm.
mm-hmm.
He says, now, as they Sir Camaris and the rest of the heroes, as they went through and cleansed this place, each sort of area, each sort of wing of the place had to be cleansed from this evil influence. And this is a record of the ritual that they used to slowly break down the power of Teagle Manor. And it involves this holy water. Now, this is the last holy water before the wells became corrupted. This is the last holy water that I have. What?
Doesn't seem like that's a difficult thing to come by.
No, because the wells and
Are you not a priest?
Yes, but I can't use corrupted water.
No.
I'm trying to like gather rainwater off the top of the bell tower, but all of it has this weird oily something in it that's keeping it from keeping the holiness from soaking in. But I think the evil of the manor has arisen again, and that once again someone will need to purify Teagle Manor. I mean, you asked. So yes, I'm planning on letting Dieter Stone take this case and try his luck. I don't know what else to do. No one else is willing to go up to this place.
Have you shown him all of this information you just showed us?
Yes. I think my intuition tells me that he is still pure of heart and not yet corrupted by the corruption of Teagle Manor. All right, so you're walking through the dark streets of Drift Chapel. What do you do?
Just walk around, see what I can see.
Okay.
Wander through the town.
There's a taxidermy shop. There's
Be back
lights.
before the street lights come on.
Oh no, it's already dark. There's a taxidermy shop. A squat stone row house sits sandwiched between two dingy pubs. The windows are dark with soot. A stuffed barn owl clutches a swinging wooden sign that reads, "Taxidermy, fast and cheap."
And it's between two pubs.
Yes. They're closed down.
The pubs are closed down?
Yes.
But the taxidermy...
But taxidermy, fast and cheap is, there's a light burning in the window.
There's a market for it. I was just going to say too, when he mentioned
Okay.
Woman with crazy hair, holding a stuffed owl. She's like, there's a little bell, above the door, so when you open it, it rings. And she's like, "What brings you into my taxidermist shop at this hour?"
Nothing. Just curious.
Is this your idea of role playing, Jason? Is this your idea of how to build an exciting adventure? Well, get out.
Are you not open?
Do you have something you want taxidermed?
I might. Maybe
Do
you
you?
have something here that is already taxidermed that I would like to buy. You're not very good at selling this.
Well, ordinarily, people bring me things to be taxidermied. I don't just randomly taxidermy an animal and then people buy it. Usually they hunt or catch something and then I mount it for them.
What are your prices?
Very reasonable. 7 What do you want me to taxiderm?
I don't know. What do
we
you
may have
taxiderm
need-
usually?
We may
here?
have need of you at a later date.
Get out, vagabond.
Okay.
All right, you leave. All right. What do you guys do?
Oh, I was just gonna say when he mentions that Dieter guy,
Mhm.
I just want us to share a glance,
Mhm.
and then of course we let him finish whatever his spiel was.
I mean, that's basically it. I mean, he's giving you most of
And
it.
then I think we would leave. I don't really think there would be much else we would say to him.
Yeah,
Unless
I-
you
I mean, are you guys going to spend the
I
night here?
think we need to go back to
We
Dieter.
are. I think so too, but I think I don't know if I should fill you in on the stuff that he told me. It's not. I guess it's not like a big secret, but
That your friend's gone missing?
yeah. I mean, I don't want anyone in the town to know,
Okay.
but it's a destination that we're both going in the same direction. It seems like everything is connected to
Right.
this place.
I mean, so if you told me what you learned from him, basically you've learned that your friends disappeared, the manor seems to be connected, and he's planning to go up there.
Yeah, and we could go with him
Right.
in the morning.
I mean, I guess I would still want to know, like, what do you know, or what are you expecting to find, or like what his like theory is about what's going on, what he's planning to do when he gets there.
Well, from what the priest told us, he's planning on doing the ritual.
That's what the priest said he was planning to do. I would just like to make
Well,
sure that he's like,
Even if we go to him and ask him, he could lie to us.
sure.
And at this point, I don't know if, and we can go and ask still. It doesn't matter to me. But at this point, I don't know if it's better to just go with him and kind of, if we have to defend ourselves at some point, then go that route, because I think at some point he's probably going to betray us.
Jason, wandering the streets of Drift Chapel, randomly, not caring about yourself or anything else in this entire campaign, you find yourself back reasonably close to the church. You notice a woman in a dark cloak. She's like a lamplighter, and she's going around trying to relight some of the lamps that have gone out.
Okay.
She's having like a hard time, and like she lifts the top of the thing and is trying to get it to light and stuff, and they won't stay lit. You walk past her.
Yes.
Roll plus wisdom.
Heck yeah. No.
What'd you get?
Well, I'm -2. I got a 7, so 5.
Okay.
Okay, you walk past,
So close.
and then you hear her. You don't get to mark anything.
Okay.
I think in the midst of our discussion, I'm like, did you see where Cellophane went?
I saw him walk out the door
We
when I
might
was
wanna
talking
go
to the
find him.
priest.
Then we can go back to.
You hear her scream.
Turn around.
Turn around. A shadowy, shape of shadow with evil-looking eyes in it
Cool.
is grabbing her from behind and dragging her into like an alley.
Okay. I pull out my sword and attack said shadow.
Okay. You run up to the shadow.
Do you want me to roll or not?
I think that sounds to me like you are trying to... Hold on. I will find it for you. Fight. Face a foe in personal combat. Roll plus strength.
You sure? No.
You rolled a 6-.
Yes.
Okay.
Am I
On a
considered
6-,
magic user?
mark strength, constitution, or dexterity. Your choice. And the judge makes a move.
So I think while this is going on, we're going outside to look, and if they're not far,
Do we
hear the
commotion?
scream or commotion?
Yes. You definitely hear the scream and commotion as this shadowy thing was grabbing her. And now Jason's up in there. Roll a d6. What is your problem, Jason? Have you not slept in 2 days? I mean, your body language is this. I'm just letting you know.
Okay.
This is your body language. You take that much damage.
I'm dead.
Okay.
Oh no.
So turn to page.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't you get to?
There's something about like you have negative hit points.
Yeah, there's like there's a bite the
Bite
dust.
the dust, battle moves.
And the battle moves.
Yeah, like third page.
Yeah, bite the dust. When you have 0 or negative hit points, you're incapacitated and probably dead. But if someone rolls you over to check you within a few hours, roll plus luck. Okay, so we're not there yet.
Okay.
All right, so you guys step out the door and see this happening.
Yep.
What do you do?
So I don't have any strength worth a damn. So
Okay.
like attacking is not a good option for me.
Okay.
Ever right now.
Before you act, I want to perform something to motivate you.
If you look at your playbook, you have like a sneak attack move, right?
I have a backstab.
Okay.
Yeah, it says when you use a hand weapon to attack a surprised or defenseless target.
So you gotta surprise them.
Uh-huh. Right.
And then what do? You roll plus dex?
Yeah.
So, but you only have like a +1 in dex, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think... You can use a knife with your dex.
I have a short sword in my equipment.
I have a knife. Can I have given her this knife?
Heck yeah. So it only does 1d4 damage, but you can use your dex to attack.
Okay.
All right, so you're going to inspire her. How's this go?
Okay, so I can... Okay, so it's one of my performances, so I'm going to have to use my art to do it. And I only have to pay 1 because it's one listener. A friendly listener takes +1 forward to their next relevant action.
Okay. All right. So what's the song?
I want it to be.
Robin.
I want it to be something like believe in yourself. I want it to be like
Baby, you're a bud.
something. Yeah, something just like you can do it. Believe in yourself. 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay.
My charisma. So, apply one of the chosen effects to the audience, and then pay 1 if I choose, and I can choose an additional effect to apply. I can pay an additional art
Right.
to
To get
choose
another
an
effect.
additional effect.
Is there any other effects you want to get?
Oh yes. I'm also going to play rousing.
Mm-hmm.
A friendly listener recovers from fear, doubt, despondency, and remains immune to those effects as long as you keep playing.
Nice.
So
Very nice.
I'm going to pay 2 art to do that.
Okay. So now
Yes.
you have +1
Uh-huh.
on top of whatever you roll.
Uh-huh. Plus, and I already have a +1 due to my dexterity.
Right.
Dexterity.
Right.
Good tongue twister.
So you get up behind this thing while it's busy devouring Jason. And
Okay. 7, 8, 9. 9.
Nice.
okay, so what's it say under backstab on a 7 and 9?
Choose. Okay, backstab. Choose 1 from the list below. So you deal your damage again, you slip immediately out of your target's reach, or you create an advantage, describe it, and the next person to exploit it takes 1 plus forward. So I guess you deal your damage again?
So you want to deal your damage twice?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, and I gotta do out of 4?
It's a D4.
I don't
Yeah.
have a D4.
Yes, you
No,
Yeah.
I don't. No.
Right here.
Those are the triangles.
Yeah,
Okay,
little
sorry.
triangle
I was
ones.
thinking D5.
So is it double damage, or does she have to roll twice?
She gets to roll twice.
Okay.
Like, which way? Is it the one that's up on
It's
the
the one on
pointy?
top. Yeah, the one that points
Okay.
to the top.
Well, it's always the one that's upright is the
All
thing.
right, so
3
and 2. 5.
3 and 2. 5.
So 10, because I do it twice?
No,
the
that-
second roll
No.
was
Oh,
your-
okay, gotcha.
You
gotcha.
did roll
okay,
twice.
Yeah, I'm right. Okay.
Okay. All right.
5.
So this thing, 5 points of damage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Damn, that was
5.
so cool.
Yes.
Nice. All right.
You killed it.
So this thing's like gobbling on him, and you hear these slurpy noises, you know, and she's like fainting and like freaking out. And then out of the shadows, you come with your
Aria.
dagger. Yes. Sure. Oh, yeah. It's the Aria moment. Yeah. You come out with your dagger, and you just kind of dig in this thing, and it's like fighting a pudding, and you just kind of stab it a few times and all this stuff, and seem to hit a vital point because it kind of turns into like smoky, oily smoke.
Okay.
Right? So there's still some like on you and on Jason. And now
we go to the bite the dust.
yes. Jason.
You took his plus roll. So he rolls his plus luck? Or we roll our plus luck?
No, when you have 0 negative hit points, roll plus luck.
All right.
So he rolls plus luck.
7 and 9.
You got a 7 and 9. On a 7 and 9, you're alive with 1 hit point and choose 3 from the list. Jason?
I know, I'm looking.
Okay.
Holy hell, dang, I have to... You're alive with 1 hit point and choose 3 from the list.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to look and see what I'm going to do.
So basically...
Why not the last 3? Heck, why not? You'll
Okay.
die within Constitution plus 1 hour, so 1 hour.
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't have a con bonus. Right?
Okay.
Oh no, I have a negative con bonus.
Oops, I didn't take that one then.
Well, it says minimum,
It's a
of
minimum.
1.
Oh, minimum.
So you're all
Okay,
right.
so.
Okay.
You incurred a major permanent injury of judge's choice. You suffer 1d6 ability score damage to each of 2 abilities.
Okay, so I think the abilities are Constitution, right?
Oh, you want to choose what the ability is?
Yeah, it says Judge's Choice.
For the second one. Oh, well, yeah, no, I guess it does
No,
for the third
well,
one too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think Constitution, and then Wisdom. Okay. All right, we're going to stop here. What is Jason's major permanent injury?
He loses a toe.
That's not major. Could be permanent, but it's not major.
I mean, if he was sucking on his, like maybe some kind of
Like a
gash
scar.
or
Yeah.
part like has been bitten out, so like it's
Oh, yeah. You've got the Jonah Hex face semi-melted injury.
Cool.
You have gash face.
Okay.
I would also like to use my restorative thing. It allows me to... A friendly listener heals 1 ability point of their choice.
Okay. You have to roll for it?
Yeah, I
Okay.
roll my thing. So that's 6 plus 3, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay.
And so... pay 1 art to apply one of the chosen effects in your audience, so I can use 2... Wait. Yeah, I would use 2 because... and I have 2 left, so...
Okay.
So you gain 1 ability point back of your choice.
All right.
And then I
And he's like-
immediately start tuning my...
Well, wait. You guys are still out in the dark, street, and he's kind of all chilled and disfigured. I mean, you guys gonna go back into church?
yeah,
Are you
Yeah,
guys gonna?
absolutely.
Okay, yeah.
We're
Okay,
gonna
all
take
right.
him back in the church.
And I
He
assume you
needs
take.
to seek medical attention now.
Right.
He's
Right.
only got an hour.
Right.
And if he's unconscious, like he won't know he's there, so it doesn't matter.
No, he's conscious.
Oh.
That's the one he didn't choose.
Oh,
He's
that's
conscious,
right, okay.
but he's like got the chills real bad, and he's like, "What happened to my face? What happened to my face?"
Right.
Like it's not that bad, man. It's hardly noticeable. Your eye, you have the one eye that's always drawn as a circle because your eyelid is falling down. Excellent. So, what do you guys think? Do you guys like Dungeon World? Do you guys like
I like
Freebooters on the Frontier?
Yeah. I mean,
I think the bard is interesting. I like it.
I think
yeah.
it's been a long time since I played this, and I was missing these rules because it's it's just so different from what we call traditional games, trad
Yeah.
games. It's just so.
I still want to try that ICRPG
Yeah, we could try that.
at some point.
But I was just like, I saw this Freebooters thing, play test, and I was like, let's do this. Let's do something different. What about you, Jace?
I've played it before,
What do you think?
just like I remember it.
Like I said, I like it because I'm in that section of Adventure Zone right now, and it's
Oh, where they're doing it? Yeah,
where
yeah.
they're doing the 100 years, and so they each new year that they jump into the new reality or whatever, they each have to decide what they're going to do with that year, and then roll for.
Hey, guys. Join us next time. This time next week. Same campaign for more Mighty Deeds. Yes, definitely end stream. Wait. Oh, okay. I was like, I thought you were Vestibule. Yes, it says this is Carl. I was like, hello, Carl.